ABC's January Keaton is live at the fire now at the scene with more. January?
That's right, Mark. An arrest has been made. Police held a press conference today, and at that briefing, they said that through witness statements as well as surveillance video from cameras mounted on a nearby home, they were able to catch Matthew Tolliver. And they said when they arrested him last night, he admitted he did set fire to the home that used to stand behind me here at 22 Minder Street.
It was information we had received from other individuals. That in combination with some of our surveillance cameras, which led to the arrest of this individual.
Tolliver, who was arrested last night, told police he set the fire yesterday at 22 Minder Street after helping a friend move that morning. That friend had last month been evicted due to unsanitary living conditions.
We certainly have a case to go forward to the grand jury, and it would be appropriate to ask the grand jury to consider charges of burglary, perhaps, which would be a C violent felony, which would potentially subject him to up to 15 years in prison.
Police say that burglary charge could be tacked on because after Tolliver and his friend were finished moving, Tolliver later returned to the residence and for some reason torched it, reportedly using a lighter to set fire to some debris inside.
When you saw two kids go in the house, I think they thought somebody else was in there. And that was it. They came back outside. Nobody else came outside, though, and then the fire department pulled up fast. Firefighter
Michael Komazinski and Fire Chief Michael Della Rocco, seen here with his hand bandaged from burns, suffered minor injuries fighting the blaze.
I ended up with some blistering, and some of the blisters broke, which is kind of painful, but could have been worse.
Now, you can see behind me nothing but a tarp left. Underneath it, the charred remains of what used to be 22 Minder Street. Police are still trying to figure out a motive. When Tolliver was arrested last night, he gave no reason why he came back and torched the house. Meantime, he is in the Schenectady County Jail on $75,000 cash bond. He's facing a total of 3 charges, one of third-degree arson and 2 second-degree assault charges for those 2 firefighters who were injured in that blaze that he allegedly set. Live in Schenectady, January Keaton, News 10 ABC.
Thank you, January. A police crime analyst showed News 10 ABC's January Keaton just how it works, and she's live at the Troy Police Department now with more. January?
Well, Mark, if crime happens in Troy tonight, in the next 72 hours, virtually all information on that crime will be accessible online to anyone in the world through the Troy Police Department website. The city of Troy keeping residents and officers up to date on citywide crime by way of the World Wide Web.
You would just go in, type in your address, and then you can basically select out only robberies. You can select out robberies that are within either the past few days, or you can go all the way back to the beginning of 2011.
Troy Police crime analyst Andrew Wheeler works the software for the department. He says instead of lists of addresses and phone numbers, little houses and other icons pop up representing each crime that has occurred in Troy since the beginning of 2011, except sexual assaults and domestic violence.
Right now it looks like it's a half-a-mile radius, but you can change it to a lot smaller. So here's 1,000 feet, which is basically only the next couple blocks. And so basically on the map, you can say, just show me the crimes that are in this buffer.
Even Troy's mayor already tracking crime in his neck of the woods. Will you be using this system? Will you be kind of checking up on it?
I already plugged my own address in there, check what's going on in my neighborhood. So yes.
Now, Troy is just the second community in the entire state to utilize this software. If you want more information on the crime mapping software, go to our website, news10.com. I posted a link in our links section. Live in Troy, January Keaton, News 10 ABC.
All right. Thank you, January.
And we'll have much more.